We're live.
Hello, guys.
Good evening, all. And I'm going to send Beth a message to
Hello,
see if
Roslyn
she wants to be
Cultura.
on live. I told Beth that I was going to message her. That'll make her smile.
Hello
Send
po,
Beth a
Ma'am Lady
message.
Ann. Yeah, a lot of comments coming in now. Hello, Ma'am Mary Bulawan, Ma'am
Whoa.
Michelle Esmeralda, Ma'am Connie Jo Vlog, Ma'am Janice Benitez, Marisa Agum. Shout out, Michelle. Sabi ko na kanina. Remy Rose Flores, Mary Tolentino, Princess Isabel, Agustin, John Paul
Good evening,
Danan,
all.
Mary Tolentino, hello po. Marie Aline Adadatu, Adat, actually, I really having hard time with this. Adatu, two. Yun. Marites
All right.
Atizado, hello po.
All right, guys.
Michael
I'm
Rosel.
actually I'm in the hotel. Let's do a room tour. No. Okay, that's my room. It's pretty boring.
Who's that girl at
But
your
hey,
back?
look, I'm in the bathroom. Nearly dropped my phone.
There's a girl hiding in the bathroom.
Yes. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
Birthday daw.
Back to my bed.
Hello
Yeah.
po, Ma'am Rika Lising. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, everyone. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Um, as people know, I'm in the hotel room for the weekend because I'm doing my diving course this weekend. I did the first day diving today, and I was going to show you some fish that I've seen. Um, quite, I quite enjoyed looking at the fish. I wish I had more air so I could stay down longer because I don't know if I could find it, but I seen this little fish. It was about that big. It was black and neon blue. It was beautiful to look at. And then as I was swimming back to where we started off, I could see all these little fish come out from underneath the rocks with all these pretty colors on it. Woo, fish! So, but
Just too bad you were not able to take photos of those fishes.
yeah, well, we weren't allowed to.
Wait.
Um,
Hello, Shirley Leonine. Happy birthday to... It's also her birthday, Baba. Shirley Leonine.
oh,
Happy birthday.
I missed that. Where is it?
Our comment is flooded with happy birthday wishes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kuya from Camp Daniel. Happy birthday. Thank you po. Charot! Kunyari birthday ko.
I missed
Wait.
it. Oh. So, someone's birthday today too. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
But so I was going to show you. Thank you everyone for sending the birthdays. So she's got the 23rd and the 28th. Yeah, good month for birthdays.
Pasilaya nga, ma.
Quite a few
Pasilaya
people.
nga.
Um,
I'm a bare face today. Hindi wala pa akong makeup, lipstick lang. Tinaon ko lang talaga makapag-lip tint para sa ano na to kasi nga sobrang busy po. Nag-seminar ako habang ngayon may live stream. Pero go lang, go lang. Kailangan natin ng translator today. So, abang-abang mga kapatid. Bok sila yung abok. Busy siya. Kailangan ko. Watching from Pangasinan, Rodelia Embong. Hello, madam. Ano daw? Natural beauty, Ma'am Julie. From Marisa Agon. Hindi, ma'am. Nakaligo lang po talaga. Ligo-ligo din kasi minsan.
So, yeah, I had to laugh because the moment that I seen all the fish, especially the big ones that I seen, I'm just sitting there going, I wonder how many Filipino families that could feed.
If only you're able to take photos of those fishes, that would be more nice.
One of the guys, my buddy for the dive course, um, he does spearfishing as well. So he's sitting there and he's pretending that he's got like the spear gun. He's pretending that he's shooting all the fish as he swims along.
Oh my god. Wait, somebody's asking, what kind of Q&A is this?
Q&A. I
Whatever
just
you
put
wanted to
Q&A.
ask.
Yeah, anything you want to ask.
Mm-mm. Team will gonna answer it for you po. Sagutin ni Team lahat ng itatanong po ninyo. Pwede rin sa diving, kung alam niya na kung gano'n nakalalim yung alam niya, pwede din po. So, there goes one of the drunken master, Melanie Oranza. Hello, ma, mamaya inomo natin. Nakabili na ako ng emperador nila. Ay, naloka talaga ako.
MC, thank you. So yeah, I just put Q&A because I didn't know exactly how to title it. But how much I love Madam Julie. Don't tell her, but enough to stay with her.
Salbay talaga. Alam niyo po, mahal na mahal ako niyan. Mahal na mahal ako niyan, di ba? Charot. How much do you love me? When are you going to marry me? Charot. Those are the questions that we don't wanted to answer. So let's just wait for those mga madam. Mga madam at sir, abang-abang. Kapit lang kayo mga madam at sir.
I can't see all the questions because they're running.
Actually,
so fast.
I just made that question, the last question. Sir Tim, okay. Sir Tim, do you drink alcohol? Liquor po ang iniinom niya, hindi alcohol.
Are you drinking alcohol? It says, are you drinking alcohol? Am I drinking alcohol at the moment? No, because I've got my diving tomorrow. I can't be intoxicated because we're going to be diving to 18 meters. So yeah, basically, if anyone's got a question, they can just ask, and if I can see it, I'll answer it. If not, but while we're looking at that, I'm gonna bring up this.
I'll try my best to.
When I was down diving today, I seen a big flathead, and it looks like this. This is what we call the dusky flathead. They're awesome eating, and I actually got to watch this swim along with us while it was probably about 35, 40 centimeters. So that fish there would have fed quite a fair few Filipinos. They got quite a bit of meat on them. But yeah, it was awesome to see that fish swimming along as it was. So that was one of the fishes that I got to see. And yeah, I wanted to go out further and just keep following, but the fact is that I was low on air. Hang on, here we go. Question, Sir Tim, how old are you? Well, I'm 34, turned 34 today. When you start learning to diving, I started learning last Sunday. I did diving today, and I'm also doing diving tomorrow. And if tomorrow goes well, I will finish my diving course, and I will be a open water certified diver. So it means I can dive down to 18 meters. And later on, I'll do my open water, which means I can dive down to 30 meters. So,
Well,
what are the girls screaming about?
so somebody asked, did I already able to go to Australia? Hindi pa po. Tim and I was met 2019. Tapos 2019 po punta siya dito sa Pilipinas. At yun na po yung huli kasi 2020 po ng March ay January 2020 po bumalik si Tim sa Australia. Tapos March 2020 nagkaroon naman ng COVID. So hanggang ngayon po wala talagang flight. Hindi siya makapunta, hindi rin po ako makapunta sa kanya. At baka hindi na po talaga ako makapunta dahil po mahirap pumunta. Ay, kailangan ko ng pangalan ng mga tao. Na nandito. Pero kailangan. So
Hello,
keep
Zoe.
keep your comments and questions coming, guys. Hello, Mother. Sama ako, Ma'am Julie. She wanted to come with me if ever I'm going to Australia. Ako nga po, hindi ako sure kung makakapunta ako eh. Field trip po tayo sa Australia. One-way ticket tayo lahat. Charot. Hello po, Ma'am Anda Tumayla.
So there's some other fish. I've got another photos to show you. There was another fish that I seen while I was down in the water, which is another good, really eating, which is another good, really good eating fish. It's called the whiting. We've got it here in Australia. I'll share it. So this is what the fish looks like.
Sir Tim, what is your birthday wish?
I can't say it on air.
How did you able to meet Ma'am Julie? Online po. Online dating. Yon. Online dating site po kami nag-meet talaga. Doon po kami nagkakilala. Tapos ayun, Chinorba na. Charot! Nagkita na kami nagkakilala po kami ng July 29. June 29. And then, nag-meet po kami sa Cebu ng August 29. It was our monthsary when we first met. Tapos bumalik po siya dito ng Pilipinas ng December 22.
I flew down to Cebu.
Ayun po, yun po yung nangyari. What is a dating site, Ma'am Julie? Oh my God! Ano po, Filipino Cupid po.
Yeah.
When did you plan to get her married? Tomorrow po, tomorrow. Hello po, Ma'am Abby.
When she's old and gray and I can trade her in for another younger Filipino.
Totoo lang po, usapan namin ay 50 years from now. 50 years from now po. Para sa sister-in-law ko po, hanapan ng APAM. Push nyo po yan, mga madam at sir. Punta po kayo sa meron tayong Filipino Cupid, International Cupid. Nag-join ako dati dun eh. Did you join that, Bob? International Cupid?
No, just Filipino.
Huh? Just Filipino Cupid. Hindi siya hopeless na makakita ng tao. Noted po, Madam Julie. Sige po, punta lang po kayo doon, maghanap kayo ng APAM doon. Yung kami ni asawa, Ma'am Julie, magka-shota kami mga asawa kami. Baka sa APAM ang soulmate. Totoo po, baka hindi ka swerte sa Filipino, baka sa APAM. Tignan mo ako, sa APAM ako isumerte. Hindi niya naiintindihan, bala siya. Meron po ako dating gano'n na ko na. Pero some of them were scammers. They will just scam you, will ask you for money. Pero pag ako yung na-meet nyo doon, if you're gonna meet me there, I'm not a scammer. Only team. I only scam team.
Yeah, all time.
Matry nga. Oh, a lot of people already wanted to try it, Baba.
You gotta, on both sides, okay? You've got to. What is your birthday? What is my birthday? I can't say my birthday wish on here. I'll get demonetized.
Talaga? I know your birthday wish. You wish that you
I'm gonna
could
keep
go
it
back to the Philippines and marry me soon.
Yeah, no.
That's why you cannot say it online. No.
Irish boyfriend. He was much older. You got to be careful on the dating sites for both sides, for the foreign men and for the Filipinas. The foreign men can be quite playful at times, but also the Filipinas. I have run into quite a few on Filipina Cupid. You just got to be careful and just be open-minded, and look for certain signs that you're getting played. So you just got to be careful on both people, from Filipinas to the foreign men. Like there's good and bad in both. So I came across a couple of Filipinas that had boyfriends, and they were just looking for play dates and stuff like that, or some of them just wanted a sugar daddy and stuff like that. So you gotta be careful on what you find. But some Koya, thank you, brother. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow, getting out in the boat and doing some diving. Show some videos, some little reefs.
Kamay nyo nasa likod mo. Haha. Ano po dyan? Picture ko lang po yan, mga madam. Gusto nyo po ba na-collect ng picture ko? God bless po always. Sa inyo rin po, Ma'am Abigail Pabi.
I actually had one Filipina that I met her on a dating site. I met her on Filipina Cupid.
Ano na dyan?
You remember Steph, Bub?
Ha?
You remember Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I met her on Filipina Cupid, right? But I was open and honest with her that after talking with her a while, I decided that there would be nothing between us. So I kept talking to her as a friend and stuff like that. And one of the questions she asked me was, because she had a friend who was a Filipina that got with an Australian bloke. No, it wasn't a friend actually. It was she knew the Australian bloke because he sponsored her for some reason, and he went over to the Philippines and met her a couple of times. But he had a Filipina wife or girlfriend, and he used to beat her. And she asked me if I hit women because of that one case that she knew of. In her eyes, Australian men hit women. I said, no, that's not a common thing. We don't hit women and stuff like that. And I'm like, he was just a bad person that just did it. So just be careful.
Sorry daw. Oh, somebody said that don't just dive on the beach. Dive with me too. Charot! Ewan ko sa inyo. Kayo, andyan yung nanay ko. Diyos ko talaga, sinasabi ko talaga sa inyo, ha? Sir
I
Tim,
know
did you speak a little bit of Tagalog?
I know a little bit of Tagalog.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yes.
not enough to get me by, but I know a little bit.
Give them sample kaya. Give them sample of your Tagalog, Baba.
Huh?
Give them sample of your Tagalog.
Huh?
First Tagalog. Sige, hotdog. Ha, hotdog.
Bucket.
Bakit? What else do you know?
Bucket.
He
Onggoy.
knows that. He learned that when he got here. Nung nandito po siya sa bahay namin.
No,
Nagtato siya
see,
bakit?
the reason why I remember bucket is because when I went over there, I didn't realize what that meaning was,
Mm-mm.
and I'd hear everyone in the house saying bucket all the time. Bucket. I'm like, why are they looking for a bucket for water or something like that? And they're like, no, bucket means why. So I'd be
Why?
running around going, bucket.
Kasi yung simpleng may sinasabi lang, bakit? Ganun kagad kami, bakit? Tapos pag
Yeah.
tinawag yung pangalan, bakit? Yun. Tapos sabi niya, what's the meaning of
It become
bakit?
my favorite word. The whole trip, it was my favorite word was bucket.
He keeps on saying, palagi po sinasabi, bakit? Ganun.
But also one of my favorite words to say, I've said it in some of the videos and stuff like that. But every morning when I was over seeing Julie, and I'd wake up in the morning, Cassie would be awake, which is one of her nieces. So I'd pick up Cassie, and we'd run out to the highway, and we would be like, "Mabuhay, Philippines!"
Yeah. That's what he always said.
What is my favorite Filipino food? Well, there's two: adobo and cotoreta.
Yeah. That's why he keeps on cooking that in Australia right now.
Yeah. So two of my favorite are adobo and cotoreta. And my sister actually took some adobo home. Took some adobo to work lunch, and she works with a bunch of Filipinos and that, and they couldn't believe that an Australian person cooked that adobo. Tasted just like home. Papa, thank you.
And again na, ready? Go! Happy birthday, Daddy! Happy birthday, Daddy! Happy birthday, happy birthday! Happy birthday, Daddy!
Load out, Cassie! Load out!
Yay! Daddy! Dali!
Happy birthday, Daddy!
Thank you, Monkey.
Good job! Thank you, guys! Thank you! Sa pala. Kasi was asking for one more singing of a happy birthday. Yan, yung po yung pa-surprise namin. Tapos medyo nag-prepare kami ng something dito. Ayan. We prepared something for him po. Kaya sila ka-supportive.
Mixie, yes, I okay, here's a bit about Filipino cooking. I was terrible at it. I really was. I learned how to cook caldereta myself, and it took me a few times before I was actually happy with the taste. But I learned it myself. Very first time I went to the Philippines for adobo, when I came home, I wanted to cook adobo myself at home, so I tried it, and it was terrible. I didn't realize that you had different soy sauce and different vinegar to what we had in Australia. So I did it with the Australian ones, and it tasted absolutely terrible. But I learned that you had to use the Filipino stuff, found it in the Asian shops, started using it. Tasted so much better. But also too,
Sorry for the
my ex.
Oh, what are the places that you've been here in the Philippines?
What places?
Yeah.
Manila, Subic, Cebu, Dumaguete, and Manila.
Subic and
I've been
Olongapo.
to I've been, Olongapo, been to Olongapo. Actually, I've been out to Laguna as well. I am not doing the trip from Manila to Laguna again in the back of a jeepney. I couldn't feel my butt for about half an hour after getting out of the jeepney. Bullet? No, I haven't eaten bullet.
No, he will never eat that for sure. Then Mark
So,
Tamo, that's Leia's brother.
yeah, so my ex Filipina girlfriend, when I brought her over here to spend more time with her, and I actually learned how to cook better adobo when she was over here because I wasn't doing it very well, and now I make a good one.
How about Chicharon, sir team?
Ah, yes, we
Chicharon.
ate that. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, it's all right. It's like pork crackling. I suppose. Hello, Cassie. Clouds open. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're beautiful. Don't change, midget.
What unforgettable moment here in the Philippines, sir team? What is your unforgettable moment here in the Philippines? First, aside from meeting me.
I have many, many memorable moments, happy and sad, in the Philippines. The very, hang on, I'll get to some of these. Just remember some of these questions, Bob. So, um, the one memory that stuck with me the most was a sad thing that I seen, but it hit me deep because the very first time I went there was with my ex-wife and her friends because her friend's half Filipino, and we flew down to Dumaguete. But when we flew into Manila, we stayed in Manila overnight, and we they told us if we wanted water, there was a 7-Eleven just down the road on the corner, and we went and got some water. And the moment we walked up to the 7-Eleven, there was a father with two kids, two sons. They had a piece of cardboard laid out on the concrete on the sidewalk of the pathway, almost on the road. They were homeless. They had no house, no nothing. And the only thing that the father could do to protect his kids, his two sons, was throw his arm over them. And to me, that that hit me hard, seeing that, because my father worked hard to give us a roof over our head and stuff like that, and always being there for us. And that's how I was raised. And to see something like that was sad, but it was memorable that it didn't matter what you had, he still had the need to protect. But all he could do was put his arm over his two boys. He was trying to shelter them, shield them, and everything like that. Now, I had a lot of other good memories in the Philippines. Now, one of the questions, I'll get more back to some of these stories of my favorite memories in the Philippines. I've seen this question. So, Tim, what
Me
do you
too.
like about Filipino people? Now, I've worked with Filipinos here in Australia, and in the job that I worked with them was in a meatworks, and it is hard work, and yet they can sit there, sing, joke, and be happy when everybody else is miserable. Their ability to show joy in the hardest of times is incredible. They're welcoming to people, strangers that they don't know. They're very hospitable to people. They will literally give up their bed for you to sleep. Their kindness, like fair enough, some people, good and bad in all cultures. I've had people try and take advantage of me or have taken advantage of me in the Philippines, but I don't condemn the whole race because of a few people. But I found when I was working with the Filipinos in the meatworks that I spent more time with them and being happy with them than I did with the Australians. Now, funny story about that. I worked with some lovely Filipinos in the meatworks,
Mm.
and I threatened. I'm not a violent person. I try and stay away from violence, but one Filipino man pissed me off more than anyone could imagine. And it wasn't directed at me. It was the fact that I threatened to beat him to an inch of his life if he didn't pull his head in. Now, what did he do to get me to that point was the lady that was packing the meat on the table that I was working on was a good friend of mine, and also was the wife of a guy that I knew who taught me a few things in the meatworks. So he was my friend and he was a mentor. Now, Alfredo, Belinda, was yelling and screaming at her, and she started crying. I could not understand a word he was saying, but the tone in his voice and what he was saying to make her cry was enough that pissed me off more than anything. Now, I didn't know why she was crying. I walked up to her, I hugged her, I said, "Are you okay?" She explained that he was saying some stuff. He told me exactly what, but he was yelling at her because he wasn't cleaning off his bench enough. Now, I spun around and I said to him, I said, "If you don't stop what you are doing and yelling at Belinda, that is not your wife. You have no right. I will drag you out of these gates, outside of this facility, and I'll beat the living shit out of you because you do not have the right to talk to a lady like that. That is not your wife. Even your wife, you do not belittle them to that point." Now, within like 2 minutes of me saying that to Alfredo, it went around the whole room. All Filipinos heard what I had said to him, and not one of us. There was only 3 of us that could hear this conversation. Alfredo wasn't game enough to tell anyone what I told him, and Belinda wasn't going to say anything. But yet it got out. And Filipinos are like meerkats. Once one knows, the rest of them know.
Of course.
And,
Yes.
and the thing was, after that day, I had so much respect from all the other Filipino guys because they knew that I would defend their wife like they would defend theirs. Because I will not stand up for that. And yeah, that was the first time I ever threatened to beat a Filipino man because he was
And what Filipino word did they taught you?
it was No, that was Michael. It was Ongoy.
Ah, that was Michael pa. It's a different
Michael
person
Ongoy,
pala.
yeah.
But what is the Filipino word that doesn't Michael taught you?
Ongoy.
Again, say it.
Ongoy.
Onggoy. That's why we call each other monkey sometimes. Kaya
Yeah.
po tinatawag ko isa't isa ng monkey
So
kasi nga,
funny story about Michael, right? He's a Filipino. I was working in the same place, but we were in the section where they load all the cartons into the containers and stuff like that. He was calling me white cracker and all this sort of stuff, and we were having fun taking the piss out of each other and teasing each other, and I was calling him monkey. Like, I know that if you say it in the wrong way, it can be taken as an insult, but that was not my intentions in calling him monkey. I call Julie monkey all the time. I call Zoe monkey all the time. And there is no disrespect in that. It's just playful, us talking. So where I was working, they wanted to crack down on interracial abuse and stuff like that. So I got in trouble. Now, this is the funny part, because I'm Australian and Michael's Filipino. Even though Michael was saying stuff to me, I was the one that got in trouble, not him, because I'm Australian. In Australia, I got in trouble for by calling nasty words to the Filipino as they see it, the foreigner. Michael came up to me and said, "Why did you get in trouble?" I said, "I got in trouble because I was calling you monkey, and that was seemed to be bad, and I was disrespecting you and stuff like that." He goes, "But we're not. We're friends. We're having a joke and stuff like that." I said, "I know, but in this work environment, everything, I can't do that. I'm not allowed to. But you can get away with it." And he goes, "Well, why can I get away with it, but you can't?" I said, I don't know. It's not up to me to think. I just got to stop. Dina, thank you. Thank you, Dina. But Michael said to me, he turns around and goes, "Well, if you
hello,
can't call me,"
Dana.
he's like, "if you can't call me monkey in English," he goes, "the Tagalog word for monkey is onggoy."
Onggoy,
And he
yeah.
goes, "If you want to keep saying that," he goes, "call me onggoy. I'll understand what you're saying and no one else."
Mm-mm.
So from that day on, he was still calling me stuff, and I was calling him onggoy, and no one else could understand what I was saying, which was great. Yes,
Actually,
it is.
for us
Yes,
Filipinos, if we call unggoy, it will gonna be very offensive.
yes, I know.
But
It. I don't say it to a lot of Filipinos. I'm not racist. I'll say it to people that know that I am only joking, because monkey is not just a derogatory term for Filipinos. It's for any islander, Pacific Islands, Fijians, everything like that. It's a thing that a lot of people get offended by, and I don't do it to offend anyone. Hell, I'm one of the biggest monkeys around, and I'll goddamn climb a tree. But you should see how hairy my back gets. It's like I'm full blown monkey still.
but since you keep on calling you monkey and you keep on calling yourself monkey too, I get used to it, and kahit po si Zoe, yung pagtawag yung sarili niya ng unggoy, parang normal na lang din. Hello, Thea! Thea and Dana are Sis Richel's
Yeah,
nieces.
Dina got the
Hello.
phone. So
Thea and
what other?
Dana. Dana Miguel.
Mhm. What other questions were there? There was a few other questions.
Send us your questions pa po. Oh, yeah. When somebody called you in the Philippines monkey, they were gonna call you a bully. You're a
Yes.
bully. Mm-mm.
Okay. So another story about the Philippines. When I went to the Philippines the very first time, I was at my friend. I was at the friend's place, and we were sitting down inside drinking. Well, we weren't drinking alcohol. We were just drinking, playing games, doing whatever. We were inside, and a German bloke who was really intoxicated. Now his accent was so strong. The Filipinos that we were staying with could not understand what he was saying. He was speaking English, but his um, his English was really hard to understand. So they got me. They came inside and they said, "Can you come help us understand what he's saying?" I said, "Okay, no problem." I was a meter away from this bloke and I could smell the alcohol. That's how much alcohol he had been drinking. He was looking for his other German friend, and he knew it was here somewhere. He couldn't find it. I asked our boy where it was. He goes, "The German people live just over there." I said, "Okay, let's take him there. You guide me through, and I'll make sure that he doesn't do anything silly." He goes, "Okay." So we took this German bloke over to his house. Now, the lady that owned this house had rentals in the complex. Apparently, the bloke, the other German fella's friend, knew the lady, and he was there with his girlfriend renting out one of the rooms. The lady that owned the property came up to the gate and was asking what we wanted, and I explained to her, this German guy wants staying. Now, there's other ways to degrade people, and this German bloke, being German, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, they have some of the older generation German men have superior things to other races. And he started poking her through the gate. I said, "Dude, if you keep poking at her, I'll break that finger." This lady was in her 50s, in her 60s. She'd worked hard, had a house, and everything like that. She was on her land, her property, her house, and this guy was being disrespectful to her. Now, I don't, um, I don't condone that, and I didn't like that. Now, the lady was nice enough to let us in, so the German bloke could go and see his friend. And the moment that we got there, the German bloke started talking and stuff like that. I did not want to leave that property because I did not trust that German bloke. It was not my place. And I can't exactly sit there and say, "You've got to leave." The lady assured me she would be fine. Our boy assured me that they'll be fine, but I did not trust this bloke. But I still left anyway because I had no place to be there. But I don't like people. I don't like people putting Filipinos down. I don't like people putting any Asian down. Why? Because some people think that they're above another race, and to me, when I go over there, people are like, sir, I want to be you. Sir, I want to be you. Why? Because I'm white? Yeah. You're rich. You're this and you're that. I'm like, no. You're here. I'm here. We are the same. I'm no better. I'm no richer. We're all the same. I work as hard as anyone else. So I got other stories of the Philippines, and these ones are actually happy ones. And if people want to hear, definitely tell more stories, but that's up to you guys. Have you in the? I'll send you a private thing.
Oh, Baba. Skydive or bungee jump? Be
Skydive or
prepared.
bungee jump? Um,
None of it.
Probably skydive.
What? Skydiving? Wala po,
Yeah.
wala. Lalakad na lang po ako. I'll just walk. You know why, di ba? Sunset or
So
sunrise?
sunset. Too lazy to get up
Sunset.
early for a sunrise.
Yeah, that's for sure. Marvel or
Marvel or
DC?
DC?
Marvel. I don't know what
Marvel.
DC is. What is DC?
Batman and stuff like that. It's Deadpool, Batman, the Green Lantern. It's the shitter
I love
superheroes.
Deadpool, but I'll go for
Actually, no,
Marvel.
DC, because I'd love to be Deadpool. That'd be awesome.
Talaga. At least
Yeah.
there's one show that we both wanted. There's a movie that we both wanted.
When did I start?
Oh, Sir
photography?
Tim, when do you started photography? Did you eat balut na Pinas? No po. No. Sir, what time do you started photography? Ay, when did you started photography?
So when I started photography, I've been doing it for quite many years. Normally on a phone and not with a camera. But I've only been doing it with a camera for probably just over a year and a half. I'm not good at it. I just point a camera, click the button, and it comes out.
But the first photos that you took before the flowers, it was really good even though you're just using your phone. It was all really good. This phone, I like
Yeah,
it. You should not have deleted it. That phone will gonna be mine soon.
coffee or tea?
Coffee or tea? Tea.
Depends on my mood. Sometimes I want coffee. Sometimes I want tea.
When you're here, you want coffee. Always wanted coffee. Did you study photography or is just your hobby?
Just a hobby. Some people think that you need to study photography, but YouTube helps you.
Actually, it's a self-studying. He was watching different videos on YouTube. Tapos yun, kumaga nakukuha niya lang yung mga information, tapos yung mga sinishare niya sa atin, yun lang yung mga pag-aralan niya sa mga pinapanood niya. Yun. What is your favorite place when you're taking photo or pictures?
My favorite thing to take photos are waterfalls.
Photo of the waterfall is amazing too. Tama po. And Tim loves to take photo of waterfalls.
Waterfalls are my favorite.
DC Detective Comics. Okay. Wow. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sis Marlene Miranda. Hello.
Hello.
Mama, may papakwan si mama ko. Mag-send siya ng pakwan. The hard work paid off, sir. Totoo po yun. Totoo. I keep on telling Tim na kapit lang. His hard work will gonna pay off soon. Pero parang minsan siya naniniwala. Tapos yun. Nung na-monetize na.
I've still got a lot to learn with my photography. Still trying to perfect it because I know it's not good, but I'll get there one day.
What is your favorite kakanin? It's glutinous rice or something. Sweets. What is your favorite? Have you tried any of it
No, I don't
before
think I
when you're
have.
here?
No, I don't think I have.
Puto. You like puto.
Oh, puto, yeah,
Mm.
which is a different word in a
Puto.
different language.
I know. Puto with crazy. Puto with leche flan. Puto flan. He liked it po. Nag-order ako nung Pasko dati. Yun, nagustuhan niya naman. Sir
So
Tim, how many kids do you want with Ma'am Julie? All of your kids
we
po. Charot.
we've got two kids, and
Mm-mm.
that's enough.
Okay na po yun. Okay na po yung dalawang yun. Pero kung bibigyan pa, if God will give us another one, why not? Diba? Yes, Baba. Dahil, bunot kayo. Isa, bunot. Bunot na. Bunot na, bunot. How about bibingka? Have you tried the bibingka? The round
Oh no,
one with banana leaves on the bottom.
that's sticky rice, isn't it?
Yeah. And then they put coconut. Putik, ang
No, I
hirap
don't. I
naman
don't think
nun.
I've tried that one.
Oo, yeah.
How am I
So
today?
just
I'm good. That's one of my signs for scuba diving. Are you okay? I'm okay.
Roland Lugas. Ma'am Julie, nailista mo ako. Saan ko po kayo inilista?
Lucas, te.
Oo, yes sir. Yes sir. First name? For how much? 500. First name for 500. Okay. Andito ba siya? Ito.
So guys, we've got
Let's see if she's still here. Lizelle San Pedro Sia. She's here. I saw her. 500 pesos. She's here. I saw
there
her
she is.
here. Ma'am, pa-comment po ng present. Ma'am, nakita ko siya nag-comment eh. Ito lang, oh. Congrats, Ma'am Lizelle. You just won 500 pesos. O, di ba? Nag-join
Have I
ka
tried
na, nanood ka
boko?
lang ng live
No, I
natin.
haven't actually.
Dito ka na. Nabunot ka na agad. Congrats po. Sulat may 500. We also have another comment. Question pala. Question, did you try buko coconut?
No, I
Coconut
didn't.
juice? No, di
No.
ba? Supposedly in Cebu, but di po kami nakakita. Sana bunot pang cake to birthday.
Hang on.
Baka
Here's
naman.
this one. Rochelle asked, if you could retire anywhere in the world, what two locations would you pick, except for Australia or the Philippines? Now that's a really good question, and it's a really hard question to answer. Now I could be very happy in any one of the Asian countries because of the photo opportunity and the culture. And if anything, I would probably go for maybe the UK. I know it's very broad, saying England, saying UK and Asia, but there's a lot of European countries that I'd like to see because of the countryside. But the culture and the people in any of the Asian countries and the photos that you could take. Like, I would love to go to India and experience that. I would love to go to Vietnam and experience that. I would love to go into the western parts of China and see that.
What is our theme song?
Indonesia. I'd love to go and see a lot of the different islands in Indonesia.
I'd love to go wherever you wanted to go.
Yeah.
Basta libre. I'd love to go with you. As long as it's free. Next winner. For how much?
Hang on. There's that question. Is that the theme song for you? What's your theme song? You remember what
Wala.
your theme song is?
Ha? There's a
You
question.
remember
I have that on my phone. Asan na yun? Where's the music of this phone? Is it okay if you play it here? Or no?
Just briefly.
Loading, loading, loading. Not now. Download.
What's the name of it?
Teka lang, I forgot the name of it. Actually po, I'm not really good at memorizing everything. Not really. Teka lang, Baba. Don't be too excited. Andito yun eh. It's the first song that I... In case you didn't know.
Yep.
In case you didn't know, baby, I'm thinking about you. Never be lying if I said that I... Oh, gusto nyo yan ha? Gusto nyo kumakanta-kanta ha? Gusto nyo kumakanta-kanta ako ha? Baka po makapiright. Oo nga, baka makapiright tayo. Actually, hanapin nyo na lang in case you didn't know. Sir Tim, did you try Halo Halo?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You answered it very fast.
In case you didn't know, by Brett Young is Julie's theme song. And I've got a theme song for Zoe as well. Okay, hang on. I've got a few questions here.
Ano ba yun? There's another question eh.
Yeah.
Kinanta ko yun.
Guys, hang on, Bob, just wait. There is a fake account going out there about me saying that you won. That's not me. I've put posts up. It pissed me off more than anyone can think of. I woke up at 2:30 in the morning to that message, and it took all the strength I had not to abuse crap out of that person, because I was actually going to send a message to him. And but it's not me, guys. The way I do my lives, drawings, then we contact you, not through my personal name. We contact you through Timothy McCabe Photography. It's always got photography on the end. All right, but don't be fooled and don't let someone else try and trick you. How do you define a good photograph? Depends on what you're doing. You're talking about portrait, landscape. Anything can be a good photograph. Landscape, have a story in it. Invoke an emotion from someone. I did start of this year. I did the photo a day in February. I took a photo of a trawler. All right, a fishing trawler. Now, it wasn't a great photo, but what made it a powerful photo was the story that I made it tell. Now, the story behind that photo was to show, and the way I edited it in a black and white, yellow, sepia tone color, brought back emotions to some people of loved ones that give up months at a time to go to sea to find food or whatever. They've lost at sea. They give up their life to give what they want to their family.
Oh, have you tried Frog Down?
No.
No, not yet po for the frog. He tried po yung yung lumpiang isda.
We now know the community's growing because people are trying to be me.
Actually, nung nandito po si Tim, hindi ko siya pinapakain ng seafoods kasi he really doesn't like seafood. He's not a
I,
fan of seafood po.
I wasn't brought up on seafood.
So, he's not a fan of seafood po. Kaya, ayun, as much as possible, chicken, pork, at saka beef ang niluluto namin para sa kanya. Para magustuhan niya at saka palagi siyang kumakain. So, next question. Pero nag-try po siya ng lumpiang isda. Hindi niya alam kasi na lumpia eh.
So with Mixie's question, with how do you define a great thing? You tell a story, but you also can create a story out of a scene without it actually having a story. Have something leading into them. Tell a story. Like I took a photo of on a beach, and there was just like this little S curve, and it basically drew you in an S curve to the sunrise. So you can tell a story by using leading lines. So there's different ways of doing it. All right. What was the other questions, Bob?
Where do you prefer? Australia or Philippines?
Philippines.
In my side po. By my side. Charot! Charot lang. Ganon. Next.
I
What is the other?
I actually call, and I have said this for a while, I would call, and I do call Philippines home, because when I'm there, I feel like I'm at home. Australia is a great place, and there are some beautiful things, but I'm more happier in the Philippines. And people like, you're on holidays. I could live there and still be happy.
San Mig or water?
San Mig,
Abok, you already know the answer.
give me beer. Give me beer.
You already know the answer naman eh. Have you tried dried fish? Tuyo, dried fish?
No.
Does your ex-girlfriends cook for you?
She cooked dry fish, but no. Yes, it's
Welcome to
more
the
fun in the
Philippines, mga talaga. Yeah, gusto niya po talaga sa Pilipinas. Actually, kung wala lang po talagang COVID, malamang po nakauwi na siya last year or ngayong taon. Di ba, Baba, if only there's no COVID, you'll be able to come in the Philippines already.
Yeah. See, the Australian government have shut our borders down, and they haven't let them back open. So I haven't been able to get over there.
How about bulalo? Have you tried bulalo?
Never heard it.
It's a soup.
No.
There's another comment. There's another comment from Abok. Me or Julie?
Abok.
Abok.
Yeah.
Abok. We have lots of fans on the living room. They were all watching this live on the TV right now.
I choose
Crazy.
Abok, my drinking buddy. We can't separate. No. Sorry.
Next question. Did you try our crab here, sir?
No, but I bought crabs for Julie.
Yes, a very ano tawag doon? Ano tawag doon sa malaking Sa malaking crab. Yon, basta malaking crab yung binili niya. Tapos mga 2 days naming ulam yon. Yeah. So Abok said, yeah.
Yeah.
Edi wow. Ano ba yung mga question nila?
Lobster? No.
Matatapos din po ang the COVID will gonna end soon. You're gonna be able to come back soon, Baba. Sana makabisit. We're hoping that you're gonna be able to visit Bohol.
Oh, yes. I'd love to be able to go down to Bohol.
Mr. Crab. Mga comment nyo eh. Tanong-tanong din. How about papaitan, sir? Papaitan, I don't think Tim will gonna eat that. It's internal organ of
Fish.
gag. Papaitan, beef,
Hindi,
Of-
goat.
goat ba?
Can be goat, beef, or anything else.
It tastes,
But
anong tasa nun?
bitter.
Bitter. It tastes bitter. Papaitan. I don't think you were able to eat that already. And I don't think
No.
you will wanted to eat it because it's uh from the anus. From the anus of
Hindi
goat.
naman, bakit tayo ito?
Anus of goat. That made it bitter. Dinuguan, no. He will not probably eat dinuguan. Di ba, Baba, you will not eat dinuguan?
I eat chicken butt.
Dinuguan! It's made out of blood. Pork blood.
No.
Blood stew. Yun, blood stew.
Yeah, I know that one, but no, I haven't got it.
Did you try mountain climbing here in Philippines, sir?
Yeah.
Yes,
In
you
Taiwan.
do.
Julie, yeah.
Yes, you do in our mountain. Kasi meron po kaming bundok, tapos yun, maakyat siya doon para mag-tour-tour lang. Pero mababa lang naman siya, hindi ganun kataas. Pero we will try. Maybe next
When-
time po. When and where is your
What was
first
your
day?
first date? Well, it was Cebu.
Cebu. Airport po ng Cebu, August 29. Hello, ma'am. M.I. Amge.
Yes, I have.
Dinakdakan.
I have experienced a fiesta in the Philippines.
Festival. Chicken adobo. Yes, you do, di ba? I cooked it once for you.
Before you burnt rice.
Di ba, salbahe to. Nagluluto. Sis Richelle, hindi lang puro, pinakulo ang tubig yung niluluto ko. Nakapagluto din pala ako ng adobo para kay Tim noon. Sarap yun. Di ba, Baba? It tastes good. Di ba, may adobo tastes good? Timothy, answer me.
What?
Di ba, may adobo tastes good?
Oh, yeah.
I taught you how to cook adobo.
No, you
That's
didn't.
okay. That's okay. Balot po, no. Sana lahat po may bundok. Haha. Hindi po sa akin yun, sa kanila lang yun. Nakikibundok lang kami.
All right, Bob, start drawing out some more names because I'm going to have
How
to.
much? For how much?
200s.
200. First 200, Mi Busho Comendador. 200 pesos. Another 200. Another 200, MC Rantayo. MC Rantayo, second 200. Another 200 pesos. Christine Acebes. Christine Acebes. Next 200. Lahat po ito naka-ready na mga madam at sir, ha? Next 200. Another Christine. Christine Mary Falcutilla. Another 200. Naku, kailangan na ako magkamali dito kasi mag-aabono ako talaga dito eh. Next 200, Helen Tabon. Have you tried chicken isaw?
No.
Next 200, Ma'am Mixie. Ma'am Mixie, congrats! Ilan na tayo? Ilan na 200 natin, Lay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4 more 200 po. 4 more 200. Denmark.
You got to listen.
Sorry.
Do two
I got
500s.
2 500. 2 500.
Yeah.
1 500. Denmark Tamo. Next 500. Oh, diba? Diba?
Yeah, 200.
Next 500, Mamo! Erwin
No.
Cabanes! Congratulations! Woo! Back to 200.
Yeah, back to 200.
200. Dalawa yung pangalan ni Mary. Ben Paderes the third. Aba! 200 abok. Tonto si Daddy Timo. Anthony Pine? Anthony Pine or Pine? 200. Two more 200. Dala pang 200. Two more 200. Siri! Ma'am Siri, napakaswerte mo palagi. Siri, set nuefes.
Happy
Ilan na?
birthday.
Ilan na?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Ilang 200 na yan? Ito pang dalawa. And for our last 200 po, mga madam at sir, last 200 natin. Last 200 natin. Bakit yung iba dalawa ang pangalan na nalalagay natin? Maladoble yata yung sulat natin kasi maulit-ulit. Last 200. Richel Miguel. Richel Miguel. Congrats, sis. Kailangan niya to ngayon. Congrats, sis. Congrats po. Congrats po. Congratulations to our winners for today. Paramlay. Nalista mo lahat? I-announce ko po yung ating fakultila. For 500, Lizelle San Pedro Sia. 200, Mi Bucio Comendador. 200, Christine Aceves. 200, MC Rantayo. 200, Christine Mary Facultila. 200, Helen Tabon. 200, Ma'am Mixi. 500, Denmark Tamo. 500, Erlinda Paderes. 200, Bien Paderes. 200, Anthony Pine. 200, Siri Setner. Ang hirap, ma'am. Basta, Ma'am Siri. Next, last 200 po, Richelle Miguel. Lahat po ng winners natin, please message us.
You still got 500s to do, don't you?
Wait, Baba. Wait. Richelle said, wave, sis, wave mo na. She wanted to wave the prize, Baba.
No. She can have it.
No po. Ilan na yung 500 natin? Dalawa? 500? Okay, we still have 2,500 po. 2,500. Mary Bulawan.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Mary
Hello,
Bulawan.
Jan.
Another 500 po.
Yeah. You're beautiful.
Lyndon Ken Tabon. Lyndon Ken Tabon. Yun po yung ating mga winners for 500 na uling dalawa. Congratulations to all our winners. Message po kayo sa page natin. Isasend po namin through GCash po. Pasan yung GCash number ninyo. Congratulations po sa mga winners and also send us screenshot of your YouTube account po for verification lang po. Thank you. Thank you guys. Congratulations.
Nice work.
Somebody's really happy today, Baba. I think they're gonna have Emperador lights today and they're gonna have San Miguel beer today.
Okay. Well, I've got to get off the thing. I got to get some sleep because I got to wake up at 4 o'clock to go to this boat.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Okay na tayo? Congratulations po sa mga nanalo. Ito po yung pa-birthday gift sa inyo ni Team.
All right, guys. I'm going to love yous and leave yous because I've got to get up early in the morning to go and do my last day of diving for this course. Tomorrow we've got 2 dives and one of them, or maybe both of them, are going to be down to 18 meters. I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to drive to where I got to be at 5:30 to catch the boat. So tomorrow night I'll probably do another live to let you know what I've seen in the last day of my dive, and that'll be tomorrow night. So,
and we would also like to thank Ma'am Abigail Fabi. She sent 24 pesos again. Ma'am, thank you so much. You're so generous po. Thank you so much. This is a very big help po sa ating mga sumasali. Asahan niyo po na ipapamigay natin to sa mga tao once na na-monetize, once na na-receive na natin yung ating sahod. Thank you, Ma'am.
all right, all. Thanks for joining us on the live. I've had a lovely night. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. And I'll see you on the next live tomorrow night. If you can, please jump on the next live and share it out to your friends and family. So,
Cheers.
thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Good night
Obvious.
po. Congrats sa mga winners.
Ilang taon na si Queen?